Welcome to Magic Gathering Strat. I'm BinkyB and this is a modern deck tech with John Nickfit. So I'm not sure if you played Standard when Delver was king of the hill, but there was one deck that challenged him as the king, and it was a ramp deck with lots of Titans and Inkmoth Nexus together with Kessig Wolf Run for the instant infect kill and stuff like that. Well, I tried to combine that deck with a legacy deck called Nickfit, and since all the parts is not there, it becomes some kind of a hybrid, but I think it's pretty nice anyway, and it's actually fairly viable, much more than you could imagine. So the plan: utilize our 27 lands together with Farseek and Explore. I don't think you need more ramp. I tried with 12 ramp spells and I thought that was a bit too much. So you try to get ahead and get up to the Huntmasters, Primeval Titans, Grave Titans, and the Miser Garruk on top. So you play out your big threats. Together with the Cavern of Souls you can land the Titans through counter spells and they just wreck your opponent. If you're afraid of them having like something that kills your Titan, well then you go grab Inkmoth and Kessig Wolf Run or a Raging Ravine or whatever. If you're ahead you can grab Tectonic Edges and shut them out of the game completely. If you're facing like Burn or something, we have Glimmerpost to gain life. So that's the win conditions, and Grave Titan is Grave Titan and so forth. We also have Bonfire of the Damned, that is kind of a win condition if you have enough mana. It's not unreasonable to burn someone out with 2 bonfires. As disruption we have 3 Abrupt Decays, fantastic against Twin, decent against Affinity, Pod, and so forth. They're just okay, and they range from okay to very good. So 1 Maelstrom Pulse. I rarely play a black-green deck without a Pulse in the main deck because it's so good. It's so good when it's good, that's the thing. And 4 Thoughtseize. Hand disruption is always nice to have. And the glue in the deck that tries to hold everything together is 2 Eternal Witness and 2 Harmonize. I just like Harmonize. It's so much value in a green card. It should be blue, basically. 3 cards for 4 mana is a good deal. On turn 3 it's an even better deal. What can I say? It helps you get ahead even on cards in hand, so that's pretty neat. An Eternal Witness to buy back a removal that you need, a threat that you need, if you need ramp or if you need a second land, whatever. It just does everything you want. So that's the plan. And this is like the first version of the deck and I have not played with it yet, so we will see about the success rate. For the sideboard I built a pretty standard one. It looks very like the Jund standard sideboard decks, not the format standard but what they usually have in their sideboards. A Slaughter Pact, pretty good against Twin again and stuff like that. 2 Terminates, 2 if we need to go a more controlly route we can remove some ramp to bring in more removal. We got the second Pulse, I think it's pretty neat. A Golgari Charm, also the flexible answer to a lot of stuff. We got a Jund Charm, same there, also very flexible. I like those cards a lot. A third Harmonize if you think that you need the advantage. The last Huntmaster if you need it to gain your life or more threats or whatever. As with the Batterskull. Relics against graveyard decks, but they're also pretty good when you're facing a deck where you have a lot of dead cards, like for example you're playing against Storm or whatever. Bonfires are horrible, Abrupt Decays are borderline, you don't have time for Harmonize, The Maelstrom Pulse is also borderline. There you can bring in relics, which is decent against the graveyard strategy, of course, but they're also cyclers, so that's nice. 2 Anger of the Gods speak for themselves, and 2 Grudges. Could easily see going up to 3 if you think Affinity is a big pain. You could also play like Creeping Corrosion. You could play Shadowstorm. And if you think Boggle would be a thing, you could add Sacrifice Outlets. We only have Anger and Jund Charm that could deal with their threats, so, and I guess Bonfire, they can always do stuff. But a deck like Boggle would be hard. So that's the deck basically. I'll bring you some videos right away and hopefully you will enjoy them.